Oh, ne-am întors. Pillars of Eternity. Faină muzică. Continuăm. Deci, eram omorât lupul ăla, am luat berries. Oh. Nu știu de unde e porc ăla, ori de la DLC-uri, nu știu. O să duc ăla cu apă. O să-mi ia apă. Mă. Uita pe stab. Pe stab. Diru. Pa. Travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign anyway. You figure it. The corpse is cold and to the touch, and the ripe smell wafts from it in putrid ways. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Fărăm tot. Ți-a cam vechi, nu știu dacă-s de acum. Morți ăștia. Nu? Că asta, ăla cel puțin părea cam vechi. Descompus.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Use tab key to highlight interactive object in the room. Da. Știam asta cu tab key. You crouch at the river band and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby. Keeping watch as you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparkle, one of the guys barely discernible in the dim of moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly, and he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle, are you all right?
Sparafel. Te văd palid. Oh. Căzut Sparafel. Sparaffel's toe. Sparfle. Catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. S-a împușcat singur cu săgeată? N-are cum. Pum pum.
Ambush!
Ambuscadă. Vai. Nu pot să cred. Nu mă așteptam așa ceva. Tu du-te la aia. Tu du-te, dai un... Dă-l pe la scadă. Pa-pam, pa-pam. M-am luat. Plioșc. Tăiat cap.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Yeah.
Ia. Pa-pa-pam. Pa-pa-pa-pa. Înapoi la camp. Oh. Date. The footprints around the campfire are indistinct. They may have been here for days or longer. Bandiți, oare? Glafatan Hunter. Sigur-s bandiți ăștia. Merge F5-ul? Bun. Nu, serios? Atacați! Dios. Pam, 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 pam. Easy. Dar, bătălia e pe easy, deci cumva te aștepți. Dăm un save. Vai, ce s-a întâmplat aici? Nu pot să cred. O omorât toți. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Bug-eyed. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand on her mouth. As the words comes some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figure stands above the fall, feeding on a limb and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade. At the neck of the man you recognize as Haydn, the last of the caravan left standing. Lay down your weapons, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruins has not been sullied by our hands, men of Yrglafhat. Your words carry no weight. When I have seen the truth with my own eyes, blood must be paid for this intrusion. Do as I say, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us. But you are a worshipper of Galawan. If Galawan told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and the motion of his swing as Aidan winches, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he will not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept his charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their belief, or because it's what you were told? It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawin's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawin will want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? He will not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But you should stop that. Stop you from killing. But why should stop that from killing innocent? Distracted, the man's grip falters his axe handle and nearly fumbles it. Affording Hayden to the moment he needed to dodge after the swing which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. No, hold on. Rage. Îi dăm lui ăsta așa. Hayden, dă-i lui ăsta așa. Bum. Eu, du-te la ăsta. Bun. Hai, doamne, ți-am zis să trage ochiul ăla. Ce face asta? Self 30 endurance. Oh, easy win. Your enemy lies pine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the other dead. His breath comes wheezing, fistful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sigh. A whisper of wind stirs the air. At this the man's eye rolled back. It's close to them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swirl, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile. A panic post and rattling intense like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you it feels as though it is reading you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, Odima's body stirs. With great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Bun, mă duc. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step. You set your hands in the worm-worn folds of the weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms gives out, you swing yourself into the ledge. Theoden trails behind, slowly by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Theoden and topples him into the rocky ground. Restrained, Theoden lashes out against his fatigue assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you'll have a good chance at hitting your mark. Wow, they stare at you unmet. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. By dividing out into the hard rocks, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it will shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances as you dart beneath the old archway. The entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Continue.
Was that?
A Beowulf. Had to be.
Huh?
Then we're lucky to be alive.
Beowulf.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
On. Moment of respite.
Yeah.
Ja. Ce avem aici? Ce sunt împreună? De ce nu sunt împreună?
Right.
All right, follow me.
A lower level, the ruins have been blocked off by fallen rubble. Faci că porcul ăla mă... Vine după mine.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Windstorm of a kind that only get in Gunfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glavathan word is Beowulf. To them It's the gods' way of reaping the soul of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still guard yours. Who attacked us? Glafatans. These be the hut dwellers, or them I warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowin. They're twitchest of the lot. They got ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glanfathans said we put trespassing the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema will never allow it. But as such as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down, passes beyond, or there's Lutheran here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Calypso's lips pressed together and her chin rumpled. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. God grants them better luck in their next life. You don't seem upset about all this. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going.
How can I help?
A 30 attack that makes the opponent unable to see, inflicts extra damage, and blinds the target. Blinded. Accuracy is reduced by 25 for all sources. Perception is reduced by 5. Movement reduced by 2. Reflex different.
Right.
Încotro. Pe jos sau pe sus? Opa. Creatură. A trembling, sickly creature emerged from the dark. Clutches a spear, knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it's a sweep. It catches you cautiously, breathing in a ragged sigh. Slowly back away. Poate nu trebuie să merg pe acolo.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Camp. You discover camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all of your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available. Inventory. Aproape full. Ce e ăsta? Sau nu pot să văd. Rogue. Select, așa. F5 aici. This turn is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scout mode to move stealthy and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Scouting?
The look.
Oh. Posso să dau disable?
Found something.
Ok. Da experiență? Da. Place că porcul fantomă nu vezi traps. E băutat. Ha? Ce e asta? Oho.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Ce ai văzut? The symbol intervals the rings and inscripts on the pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit. Ok. Dacă dau foc. Nu știu ce fac asta. This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Ingwithans from all the Kint's races, Amua elf, Orlam dwarf and humans. They walk among pillars similar to those that span this chamber, each topped with flame. Cinci. Un trap.
I'll be quiet.
Cineva mort aici. Scouting mode is both used for stealth and for finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow. When a character is starting detecting, once the circle fills yellow, the character's suspicion will move to investigate. The circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your character will be discovered. Character's ability to find is based on mechanical skill. A higher mechanical skill allows them to find objects at a greater distance. Moving towards the character is how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you'll immediately be detected. Attack.
What you need?
Imun.
It's no use.
E imun la ceva asta. Ok.
What's that muck on the wall? Shh.
Ceva trap aici noi, nu? A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges of edges suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water to clear the woods. He rinses the woods away, revealing the intricate relief of the man's face. The sun bursts surrounding it, chipped away in places, but the details on his head, from the tight curls of hair, the ridges of pointy ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. The eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. Să găsesc un gem de asta. Oare să căutau gemul? Aici era ăla, nu? A? The brilliant blue gem has sculpted to look like an eye. Aha. Știu ce e asta. Pentru ce? Nu fast mode, dă slow mode, așa. Așa, place this. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives away. Oh, 5. Atac.
What you need?
Cam greu s-a mușcat, trebuie să-i mut eu. Ce se întâmplă aici? Hypnotist Adra. It was full. Mai e nimic încolo? Nu poate. Păi îți dau ție toate astea. Two-handed. Stai, ce? A, mi-am aruncat arma, eu dădeam cu... Când am aruncat, chiar am aruncat arma. Wow. Minor clock. Fortitude, reflex and will. Tattered journal. The small folio is torn in several places, the blood soaked into several sheets. One letter entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I have got my hands on genuine Enguitan artifact. Fellow who had it said he has pretty nothing as far as he was concerned. Was pretty nothing. He's not willing to dig in some ruins, but if he's right about his gem leading to a hidden treasure, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silent Lease in the morning, then it's just a matter of finding the relief was talking about. Relief. Oare e ăla? Am luat-o de acolo. Și unde e el? Gem. Aha, a, nu apare acolo. Value 3 CP, 10 CP. Turcoaz 12 CP. Înțeles. Tu du-te aici. Să am mai mult spațiu pentru asta. Ai armură? Ai. Bun. La maxim viteză.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Aud acum. Skulder Whelp. Skulder. Blood is a large mammalian creature that dwell in the caves in total or near total darkness. As a result, they have poor vision and rely on their sense and hearing to navigate their prey. Protrusion hairs the airs allow them to detect airflow, which is key telling the underground environment. They communicate through screeches and clicks. Liliac. Clicks and they vocalize in form of echolocation. The Archimedes creature will nest, raise young together. Boom. 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 Wow. Stan, sau ce stau? Skulder meat.
Right.
Right. Tocano.
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
A crack runs along the wall of the floor ceiling. A light gust of air passes through. With hammer and chisel. You set the work. Set to work cracking length and widening your effort, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and put your muscles begin to ache. Continue chiseling the wall. After several long moments, you begin to see a light at the end of the side. One final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then topple loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. Ooh, F-change.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
No thanks. Mulla on moronpala. Skulder Wilp. Top 1 cup. Formation. Triangle formation.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Bom. Spear Spiderling. Pajanga. Easy. Asta era aici, serios. Bun. And companion. Plioșcă, plioșcă, plioșcă. Easy, nici nu trebuie să dăm abilități. Bața la 10 guys thrown into the web. Opa, ce e? Bloodstone? Un rapier. Hai, cred că e ieșirea. Dar mai este o cameră aici. Body. Ți-i pun căciula ăsta. The helmets come in forms from the different... nu cred că dă nimic ăla. Dă ceva? Da, nu schimba nimic. Dar ăsta, bani. Comari. Explorat tot. Cred că da. Freedom. Freedom. 4 figures stands before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure, of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in the midst of what it appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash, the other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from the view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Mașinăria. Qu'est-ce qu'elles sont trop honnêtes. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you're knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land. The pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away with a black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. It's wall-lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber isn't, and withered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below. Its shimmering texture gives the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multi-faced and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they're all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or. At the base of the pillar, now you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man, you are walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Cât-i ceasul? Cât-i ceas? No, a murit ăștia. You waken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in the ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid thick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for so long. The figure of the machine stands frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinder and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigue. Fatigue represents physical and physiological wear and tear, demanding activity on a character. House can receive an injury when a character is knocked, but some unscripted interaction. Okay. Resting it's it. Yodon and Kaliska lie, bloody, on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted and unnaturally in death. You are alone as far from help. Guided Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Your character has enough experience to advance your level. Click on the icon and protect to level them. No. Cine care tot loot-ul ăsta? Eu? Dry cap. Oh. Antomi. Dar data viitoare.